Welcome back, OBS fans. So today we're working on something a little different. Just doing spark plugs, something super easy, simple. It's a '08 Silverado, something a little newer. Just doing it for my mom. So I got some 5.3 in there. So super easy. I just did one yesterday, no problem. All I needed was that and some needle nose to kind of yank on the heat shield, correct me if I'm wrong, around the spark plug boot. Kind of yank on that, make sure you don't yank on the wire. So got just a Duralast setup. It's supposed to be magnetized, picks up the spark plugs a lot easier. So okay, let's get started. Nothing too wild today. Oh, I do this. So, get that one off, that one off. Kind of wedge the needle nose. Okay, see if that's a little better view. So I just kind of, this is how I do it. Flip up under there and pull that back so you're not pulling on the wires. Just like that. We start pulling this side out. And 30 plus miles on there. Looks like it's a little dirty. This is the easy side of these. The other side's a little tighter fit. Get in there with the tool. This one's not as rough looking. Not too bad. For AC Delco, same plugs and put right back in. Here's the back one. And it's a little more on it in the middle two. These are super easy. Usually you do spark plugs one at a time, but these close it right above where they go. Don't give you enough length and wire to mix them up. These plugs don't need gapped. Start them by hand. Make sure you don't hit the electrode and the tip on anything. Nice little magnet. Holds on to it perfect. Okay. Go back, snug them all up. Just gotta be snug. Put that back on until you hear a pop. Don't know if you heard that. There's a little pop. Snug wire. I can hear pop. See that on? Make sure I didn't get there. There it goes. I want to make sure those are on. Take the extra 2 seconds to double check, make sure they popped on there. See what I mean? There's not really enough room to mix up your wires. 5.3s are good motors, simple to work on. I'm not no professional by any means. Okay. Got all the wires off this side. And of course, number 8 is right there. That little gap. So I took the heater core hoses up, kind of folded them over. I got big hands, need to fit down in there. I just kind of reached down in there, looped my finger around it, popped it right on out. So the fun part's gonna be getting the socket and stuff in there. But like I said, I just did one last night, literally. So not too bad. First one's already giving me problems. Not really problems, but golly, somebody had it in there tight. You know, I don't know if it's just from being in there so long, you know, but it was popping a little bit. You can kind of hear it, but seemed to come out okay. We'll see how the other ones do. Okay, so we're back on it. This one was tight. This is the back one. It's definitely doable. Just gotta have something shorter than a 2-inch extension. But you gotta have, I mean, I tried getting on there without an extension. I couldn't. You can, good luck. But it ain't hard. show you what I did for an extension to get the length. There we go. So 3/8 to a quarter, quarter to 3/8. Makes it like an inch, inch and a half. Definitely time for new ones. Well, the spark plug's back on, got the heater core hoses hooked back up. Always make sure, I didn't disconnect them, I just flopped them up out of the way like I showed you earlier. But you always want to make sure you put stuff the way it was when you found it, or if it was already messed up, try to fix it for the customer. You know, just a little stuff to make it look aesthetically pleasing. So everything's hooked back up, she's running smoothly. She's pretty clean for an 08. It's technically an 07 and a half. But she's not stumbling. I haven't been letting her run too long, but it's holding idle right there for the last couple minutes. So I'm trying to let it warm back up a little bit before I start on the oil change. Let the sludge, or if there is any, try to let the sludge or oil loosen up so it all drains out. Okay, so we got the unit up on ramps. No, this is just my backyard, so I ain't got no lifts or nothing. I'll make do with the ramps, always have. So I popped this oil cap so it can breathe and drain the best it can. I got this nice little set, gear wrench, 7-piece magnetic oil drain plug socket set. Comes in handy quite a bit. Okay, so get back up in here. You got your oil filter, and on the other side is your drain plug. Looks like we got some training fluid coming out. Maybe a little leak. To look into that. Well, that's wet. So, not supposed to be like that. So, I'm gonna get this draining and fill her back up. Okay, so I got the new oil filter on. Drain pan plug is on there. Well, now this just has to be snug. That's probably plenty enough. Your oil filter, just hand tight. Take some old oil, new oil. Get that rubber seal up there. Just take a little oil, swipe it on there. It makes it easier for the next person to get it off, and kind of gives it a little better seal. So snug, hand tight, bam bam, we're ready to fill. Forgot to mention too, you want to take the extra step and be that better mechanic than the next guy. Take brake cleaner, a towel, a rag, something, clean up all this mess you made. They'll never see it, but it just keeps it better looking and cleaner looking, and you know, it just makes a difference. And when they take it somewhere else, or you know, when they bring it back, you're not making a mess working on it, or you're not working in a mess. You know, it just keeps it cleaner and cleaner. So oil's topped off. Always let it run. Make sure you get no drippage, no leakies, nothing. I've seen a lot of dumb mistakes. It happens. Take the O-ring off and you double seal the next O-ring, the next oil filter, because the O-ring came off. stuck to it, and now you got 2 on there. So let it run for a couple seconds, turn it off, check the level. I'm gonna get it down off here. You guys know the drill. It's just an oil change, so I ain't gonna bore you guys. Peace out, until next time.